What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GmiasWorld, and I got a very interesting question from a few people, actually, about the best way to use training points in Madden 19. All right? Now, it seems like a simple question, but it's very, very complicated because there's so many players that you can power up, but the way that training points work and like the way you get them and stuff like that, depending on if you get your free ones weekly. I got to see, did I get my weekly ones yet? Let me go over to it and see what's going on with the solo challenges. Did we get our weekly ones? I think we already got our weekly ones, right? Yeah, so we got our weekly ones already. Take advantage of that, guys. Make sure you're getting your weekly free 100 training points or whatever it is, just so that I remember, because like usually I forget to tell you guys to do that. But now, this is the situation, right? When you're trying to figure out who you should use your training points on, you got to be very, very careful that you understand that you're getting half of it back. What does that mean? It's sort of like this, right? I have Travis Frederick, and he has a Team Diamond. So we're going to go to his upgrade screen, and I'm going to give you a prime example of what a lot of you guys have done. A lot of you guys have powered him up to an 89 to get the extra impact blocking or whatever he's doing. Let me see how much. Okay, it's 82 impact blocking there, 85 there, and then he goes to an 86. Now, what is his run block? Run block, 88, and that goes to an 89. Okay, so let's talk about this really quickly, right? This is the situation that's happening. If you're going to use that 500 right there, you have to understand the reason that I haven't done it is because when I was looking at it before, when did I do this? I acquired them on August 1st. So this is a while ago, right? I was thinking, I'm like, yo, if I do this, how much of an impact am I going to see on the field as opposed to where he is right now? And I think I came up with the fact that I probably wouldn't see much with the plus ones for 500 training points. Because you can almost max out a lot of your players, like Barry. That does a lot for Barry. I think Barry's on a little bit more than that. That might be less for like a full Barry power up, like Fletcher Cox. But Bosa, if you got the campaign Bosa, you already have you're gonna be almost done powering up a whole nother card. So this wouldn't be smart, okay? Unless let me just say unless you're a guy that buys packs regularly and you get a lot of pulls and you already have a lot of cards and you have no issue getting training points. Okay, this is for the people that are asking because they have everything mapped out about the way that they want to do things. So what does that mean? They have a set goal of how they want to build their team. And that's the only way you're going to be successful in MUT is if you have a set goal. Like, all right, look, you see the way I did my team? Let me back out of this and show you what I'm talking about. Because if you guys have been following me for a while, you see I give you my game plan and I execute it. A lot of you guys just walk around with no game plan at all. And that's not good, especially in real life. Always have a plan on what you want to do so you know where you're going. Similar to this, like with anything that you do, just have a game plan. I knew that I wanted an O-line with the 3 Dallas Cowboys main dudes, right? I got that, okay? This guy being a Team Diamond, I accepted that I'm not going to deal with that because I don't want to spend money on the Team Diamond. Now, say I do get the Team Diamond. How is Travis Frederick playing right now for me? I think he's really good. Is that something I maybe should do? It's possible, but why wouldn't I go with this guy's Team Diamond first? Because I think that you'll get more out of Lane Johnson than you would out of Travis Frederick. But then again, he's the center, and he really starts the playoff very, very, ridiculous. Like he starts off a lot of plays just running forward and throwing guys to the ground. Okay, I haven't seen Lane Johnson do that yet, but we're going to go ahead and evaluate the prices of their Team Diamonds in a second. Okay, so when you're looking at stuff like that, and we could go ahead and use Lane Johnson also as an example, when you see that you, like this right here, 1,100, okay? That's 11, bro, let's look at this. 80 acceleration, it goes for +1, jumping goes +1, run block, pass block power goes up 3. Okay, run block finesse goes up 2, impact blocking goes to 82. So I don't know if that's something, you see, that's a lot of training points. That 1,000 literally can do another player almost all the way, like Randy Moss, whatever. Is it something that you want to do? If you, for me right now, because I have my team set where they are, I could actually engage in this depending on how much his Team Diamond is, because I wouldn't do this unless I can afford this. Because what it doesn't make sense otherwise. Well, I'm gonna just put him as a 90. Like, why am I doing that? That doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, wow, he's a 90, and then I'm just done there. I would want to finish it up. I don't like to have things halfway. I don't like that. It doesn't really make much sense for me to do it like that. So if I were willing to do this, because it'll be like, what is that? 1,100, so 775 is an 87 overall card. Probably snap him for like 60. It'll cost us like 80K maybe to get that done. Okay? After you get that done now, you still have to worry about his Team Diamond item. So this is what I'm going to do. Let's go check out Travis Frederick's Team Diamond, and let's check out Lane Johnson's Team Diamond just as an example before we get back. Because in those situations, when you're using training points and you're just stopping before they're fully maxed out, you don't get what you're supposed to get. And I want you guys to really understand that. You don't get what you're supposed to get with that situation. It does not work out for you. Trust me when I tell you, okay? That is just like, you're like playing around with it. You got to go full throttle, bruh. Like if you're going to go for it all. Don't just stop and waste that stuff. And then it's like, okay, yeah, bro, I was going to do this. I was going to do that. That doesn't make any sense. All right? So now we're going to go ahead. We're going to look at by position the center. So he's 445. So you see the way my bank account is set up. I would have to get this card, okay? Then after getting this card, put in training points again. But that's the only way that I would do it, is if I could literally max it out. All right, so that's 445 right there. That price, I think that might be a solid price. I think that might stay there. Now, this right here is just crazy. But guess why his price is so high? Because everybody knows that he goes to a 93. That's very, very high so early in the year. So he's going to be a hot ticket. I'm going to tell you right now, though, would I spend money on this guy? Like, I would probably go back and try to see, I would try to see what the price would be to complete his set for his actual Team Diamond. Like, go to the set and see what's going on with that. As far as the Dallas Cowboys goes, I can't give up my lineman to get Travis Frederick, so he would make more sense to buy. But I don't have anybody else with the Eagles that would influence that. Why am I in the Legends? All right, go to Team Diamonds. You see what I'm saying? Like, so with the way that works, it wouldn't really affect me. This one would, though. You see what I'm saying? Because all of these linemen are in my lineup. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tyron Smith is there, Zach Martin's there, so it would be too much for me to do that. I would have to just buy his, outright. Okay? Now, with the Eagles, with Lane Johnson, it wouldn't affect me as much because I don't have any of these other idiots. Well, I got this guy. No, I don't got Brendan Graham. I got Nigel Bradham, but he's powered up, so he doesn't show there. But depending on what the prices are, like his at least gonna be pretty high, 200K maybe. Oh, one night, yeah. So I was right, like about 200K. So that's 200, and then this guy's gonna be about 200 also. Oh, he's 132. Okay, so what is this guy? Okay, why is this server working right now? Like EA, like I'm on a schedule, bro. Like, what's this? All right, so what? There's literally none of that guy in the store. That might be why the price is so high. Nobody got a Brandon Graham? Really? That's glitchy. Because that card is probably going for, when it comes out, everybody's going to know it's a drought. That's going to be a very, very hefty price. All right? So that probably is why his price is so high right now, is because people can't complete it because they can't find that. So with the team sets, it would probably make sense to go with the Eagles. You see what I'm saying? Go with the Eagles or the Cowboys and try to see what you could get out of those team packs and, go from there. Because that'll be probably a very, very smart thing to do right now as far as your O-line goes. But when you look at the way that everything is, with those guys that you can't fully max out because of that whole situation with the actual Team Diamond, I do not recommend doing it halfway like that. Okay? I just wait it out. Now, OBJ, right? This is a very interesting situation because it doesn't cost much for his. I don't believe his card is that much, right? So right now, you're just looking for his Team Diamond, and that's pretty much it. So you don't have an issue with this situation with a Team Diamond when it comes to OBJ. You can just simply, go ahead and just buy it, and you're good to go. Is it worth it, though? Is it worth it to go pay for his Team Diamond? That all depends. You see what I'm saying? That depends on, how you're going to utilize him. I would not put OBJ as an outside receiver with the 89 speed. That's just not cutting it. That doesn't make sense. So that's not something that I would recommend to anyone to do that watches my videos. All right? Is he somebody that's suitable? Let's go check the price. Okay? Let's go check the price before you use the training points. Because that might be something that works out for you. That's like relatively the smartest way to use your training points. Okay? Like if you're thinking about it, that's the smartest way to use your training points. Because it's not going to affect anything. Because you're not breaking the bank doing OBJ. That's a smart way. Even this guy, I really like Melvin Gordon. If I didn't have Ricky Williams, I would use my training points on this guy. You know what I'm saying? Like but Ricky Williams is so good. He's such a good player, and it's weird because the way Ricky Williams plays, and you can look at everything right here, you can see that he's an overall just better card. The spin move though that this guy has is very, very good. His spin move, where is it? I thought he was at like in the 90s or something with the spin move, wasn't he? Okay, he's at 89, so more than likely he's going to go to a 90. So he starts there. Once he gets chemmed up, I'm pretty sure that goes to a 90. But the threshold is 88. So Ricky Williams is suitable if you get to a MUT level 50. It would be a waste of your training points to use it on Melvin Gordon at this point. Okay, let's look at where OBJ is though. What? Okay, OBJ should not be as expensive. Okay, they still have him as 307. I don't understand that. That doesn't make any sense to me. That honestly doesn't, because he's only at an 89 speed and nothing else is really wowing me about his card. So would you spend 307 to fully upgrade him after you use your training points? If you're a Giants fan, why not? But remember, he goes to a 90. He's not really fast enough to be an outside receiver. What are you really doing with him? You know what I'm saying? So you got to evaluate it like that. Like, how much are you really going to lose by investing in the player? My O-line, me getting half back and then giving back and selling my O-line, my O-line is going to hold value regardless because of the diamond set that they're a part of. So me using my training points for this is really, really decent. This would be smart. You get the 3 Cowboys, you power up Joel Bettino. Like, these guys, O-line is definitely worth it. When you start worrying about your slot receiver and stuff like that, just wasting training points and doing whatever you want, that's when you're addicted to the game. You need to step away. Powering up Sean Taylor, Anthony Barr, Nigel Bradham, Eric Berry, Lattimore, Bosa, Fletcher Cox, these guys, Bruce Smith, these guys, Jalen Ramsey is more than worth it. Okay, so you have to look at the value. Like, these guys' values are not dropping anytime soon. They're not going to be dropping anytime soon. So it is what it is. But that's the one thing I wanted to make sure I pointed out, because when you guys asked me the best way to use the training points, that was something that came to my mind right away. A lot of you guys don't really understand that. That would not be smart to go ahead and just, go halfway and not have the rest of what you need for the actual cards with Lane Johnson and Travis Frederick. But you can see that Travis Frederick at 400 and something, it would make sense for me to do his that way than to put him in the set, because all my linemen are already on my team. So Lane Johnson, I would wait for his price to come down a little bit, and I think it would be worth it, because then you get half back of the 1100 anyway, and then you can just go wherever else you're going. You're probably not going to spend as much, so you'll be suitable regardless. But these players are worth it. So I would start with O-line and then worry about everything else, after, as far as wide receivers and stuff like that. But these guys are definitely worth the power-ups as well, Tyreek Hill and Randy Moss. But don't go halfway, guys. If you have the team diamond, you go for it. If not, just leave them at where they are. Because more than likely, the +1s, +2s, not going to really make that big of a difference. But I am going to focus on possibly going after Travis Frederick in the 400s and then powering him up eventually. I want to thank you guys and girls for watching. Hopefully this was informative. If it was, go ahead and subscribe. While you're at it, subscribe to GmiasWorld Gaming and GmiasWorld Podcast. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love.